The following presentation is for mature audiences only.
Who are you?
He's a fine man.
All hell is broken loose.
He's a great broadcaster.
He's a very powerful guy.
Absolutely brilliant.
Feared by men, adored by women.
He's a smart boy. It's patriotic.
It's no big deal.
It's the end of the world.
I might as well tell you now. He's a monkey.
And how you doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome into another edition of The Wild Side with Eric Clark. I'm your host, Eric Clark, saying thank you for taking time out of your day being awesome to give my little video a watch and a listen. If you like it, like it. If you think other people are going to dig it, give it a share. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel and you're following me on all the social media platforms. That way, if there's a song, band, video, something you want me to check out, you can hit me up with a DM or leave it in the comments below. If you are going to hit me with a DM, please, no spamming. Unless it's actual spam, then there's a mailing address listed down below. If you are going to leave it in the comment section, just do me a favor. Join the I Concur Army and become a Concurpa. I call you my Sherpas on this new music journey of mine, and it's very simple. All you have to do is give the comments a cursory glance. If you see that your suggestion has already been made or you see another suggestion that really frosts your flakes, all you have to do is like that original comment and below reply with I Concur. It'll help my 90s addled, drug-addled, resin-coated DJ brain get everything into a nice little organized list, put it in the handy-dandy notebook. Also, twice a week, we are streaming live from the east side of Music City, the Wild Side Live, every Wednesday at 11 a.m., Saturdays, 2 p.m. Another opportunity for you to get your suggestions to me, ask me questions about my time in radio. I tell crazy stories about all of the rock star adjacent times that I have had working in classic rock and active rock radio. So twice a week, we've got our Wild Side Live, 11 a.m. Wednesday, Saturdays, 2 p.m., respectively. Before we get started in today's video, I do want to say thank you to Connect 200, Music to See, and Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. Today's video is coming from last Wednesday's, not this last Wednesday or Saturday, but the one before this last Wednesday. Somebody had asked about some of my favorite music, and I've got my stuff up, and I was like, of course, it's the Manchester sound coming out in the late 80s, early 90s that led into the club scene and things like that. I was really big fan of that stuff. So somebody had said, hey, man, Noel Gallagher's band, High Flying Birds, new album's coming out June 2nd. You should check out the title track. So today we are checking out the title track from Noel Gallagher's band, High Flying Birds. The new album's coming out June 2nd, and this is the title cut. It's called Council Skies. Let's check it out. Great hook. All right, man. Cheers. You know, that's a great love song right there. That's a great pop love song. So someone had brought up, that's Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds, Council Skies, title cut. June 2nd, the album will be released. Excuse me. Somebody had brought up about someone completely different. Do you think this person is generational? And I said, no, that person's not generational. I just remembered who it was, and I'm not going to say it. But they had asked in my live stream, do you think this person is generational? And I said, no. And it's funny because I brought up the Gallaghers. I brought up Oasis. I said, okay, that's a generational sound. That's a generational name. It's a generational legacy. Not just because of what they did, but because of who they are. Liam and Noel both are generational. They are generational talents. I loved what Noel did with Ian Brown, the Stellify, Keep What You Got, just absolute brilliant songwriting and song creating. And that's what you have here. You have this really cool, almost bossa nova, rhythmic vibe happening in the background. And yet lyrically, you're describing coming up in, council, for those of you that don't know, council would be almost like, in America, it would be subsidized housing, government housing. That's the council, but I love the English, they call it council estates. Right over here, they call it, government housing. So it's quite different, and it's structured different, so I may be a little off with some details. But Noel's a generational songwriter because he's able to write a song about finding the beauty and the love in something that may not promote that. So it's a dichotomy of color in your theme. So you're talking about a place that some may call bleak or some may call washed, if you will. But within that, he has found that beauty, that love, fallen in love. And bro, I'm going to be honest with you, man, that chick's way out of your league, dude. That's way out of your league. But anyway, what the song was able to do is create this really cool rhythmic love song. So there was pop and there was bounce, and I wrote that, jumpy lyrics, really good pop and bounce in that song, but also with really good riffs, just really fantastic riffs and licks in there. So it kept it going into that mainstream rock sound while still just having that really cool bossa nova. It's all I can get out of my head is this, Lover Madly, kind of vibe with the way that the drums and the bass were working off of each other. And then the light guitar, the rhythm guitar coming in really created this, every little thing she does is magic kind of conflict with, you've got this jumpy pop bounce to it. And you're talking about these colors that may blend the earth tone browns and blues with these wonderful yellows and reds and greens that are creating that really wonderful love story within the song. So great track. And again, perfect songwriting, dude. That is, he really there's this adage we have, don't bore us, get to the chorus. And what that means is if you come into my office as a music director and you say, hey man, I want you to check out this track, I'm going to put it, I'm going to hit play, and I want to know right away if that's something I want to invest any more of my time in. And what Noel Gallagher's really good about doing is creating these sounds that hook you right away, and that's the hook. So he's able to write these hooks, whether you understand them or not. And sometimes hooks, and they can get kind of oversimplified, if you will. But Noel Gallagher is really good about creating those layers I talk about all the time, because music is about the proper measurements in those layers. And he's so good at that. And that is a perfect example of why Noel Gallagher is a generational talent, songwriting and musically speaking. He just creates these perfect colorscapes of sound and tone and lyric that all flow together and create that perfect mainstream pop rock song. It is absolutely perfect. That would be an A rotation on my station without a doubt. It's got that really cool familiarity of Oasis. It's got that Manchester vibe to it, but it also has that really good pop like the Kooks going on. Now you can Americanize it and say the Killers, bands like that. So it's moving forward in that rhythmic mainstream direction. And I just found it to be just really super cool. And I loved how, he's always got to drop that Manchester City logo in there, so I had to wear this. I knew he was going to be putting a Manchester logo somewhere in his video, so I'm purposely wearing this shirt just in case. Noel, you happen to watch this video. I wore this just for you, my man, and I got that up there, and Champions League, brother, but congratulations to you. So that's Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds, the title cut from their upcoming album Council Skies. It'll be dropping on June 2nd, so keep an eye out for that. Thank you very much for the suggestion. Greatly appreciated. Again, if you have a suggestion, band, song, video, something like that, you can hit me in a live stream, hit me up with a DM, or leave it in the comments. I'm easier to get a hold of than a weed dealer. So by all means, reach out to me, throw me your suggestion. Thank you to Connect 200, Music to See, and Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. Thank you to all of you for taking time out of your busy day being awesome to give my little video a watch and a listen. Make sure you're looking out for each other. Make sure you're looking out for your neighbor. Try to do at least one good thing a day. I am Eric Clark, and this has been The Wild Side.